Hello, I'm not going to introduce myself. I'm going to introduce two students from Mount Vernon Prep. Actually, I'm John Ostrick from Rolling Stones Economics at Mount Vernon Prep here in the city of Philadelphia. Brotherly love. Today we have two macro brothers, Rhys and Andrew, who are going to go over this year's question number 1 from the AP Macroeconomics exam. Question number 1, which is the long question, which has 6 parts. Assume that the economy of country X has an actual unemployment rate of 7%, a natural unemployment rate of 5%, and the inflation rate of 3%. Question A, using the numerical values given above, draw a correctly labeled graph of the short run and long run Phillips curve. Label the short run equilibrium point as point B. Plot the numerical values shown above on the graph.
Alright, so here we have inflation and unemployment. Those are what you use on the axes for the Phillips curve. And here is the long run Phillips curve at the natural rate of unemployment, which is 5%. And that's what we want in the economy, it's the goal. And so here we have the short run Phillips curve, and it's showing the current inflation rate is 3%. And then at actual unemployment at 7%, here is point B, which is at
excellent. That's exactly what we wanted in that part. Part B. Assume that the government of country X takes no policy action to reduce the unemployment. In the long run, will each of the following shift to the right, shift to the left, or remain the same? And the two questions are the short run aggregate supply explained and the long run Phillips curve.
Alright, so for the short run aggregate supply curve, since there's lower inflation rates, it will actually shift the supply curve to the right since there are lower wages, and it will increase productivity of the workers. And then for the long run Phillips curve, it will not change.
Actually, so we can get through this, remember what we saw, that when there's a change in aggregate demand, there's a movement along the short run supply curve, the short run Phillips curve. However, when there is an increase in aggregate supply, short aggregate supply, just the opposite, the short run Phillips curve will definitely shift the other way to the left. Because now there'll be relatively lower inflation and lower unemployment rate, not a trade-off. So increase in short run aggregate supply will cause a decrease in the entire short run Phillips curve, shifts to the left.
Right.
Okay?
And then the long run Phillips curve will not change this year.
Okay, next one, C. Identify a fiscal policy that could be used to reduce the unemployment in the short run.
So since this graph is showing that the economy is in a recession, and with unemployment rates being high, we want to do expansionary fiscal policy, which would be an increase in government spending or a decrease in taxes. And as shown in this small graph right here, it would increase aggregate demand, bringing the economy out of recession.
Awesome. D. Draw a correctly labeled graph of aggregate demand and short run aggregate supply and show the impact of the equilibrium price level and the real gross domestic product, GDP, of the fiscal policy action identified in Part C.
So you can see here that the fiscal policy action would increase aggregate demand, which would increase real national output and bring the economy back to full employment.
And what would it do to inflation, to the price level?
It would cause demand pull inflation.
The price level of the inflation would go up. Very good. E. Based on the change in real GDP identified in that Part D that you just did, will the supply of country X's currency in the foreign exchange market increase, decrease, or remain the same?
So the supply of country X's currency will increase in the foreign exchange market. And this is because, as you can see in this graph, country X's currency has become more valuable. So foreign countries are going to buy less of country X's goods.
Because there's inflation going on in country X, right?
Correct.
Based by that expansionary policy. Go ahead.
And then country X is going to import more foreign goods. So this means they are going to have to send out more of their own currency, which will increase the supply in the foreign exchange market. And they'll increase their supply so they can buy more foreign goods.
Very good. And so the last part of that, connected directly to what you just explained very well in E, F. Based on your answer to Part E, and assuming a flexible exchange rate system, will country's X currency appreciate, depreciate, or remain the same in the foreign exchange market?
So country X's currency will depreciate in the foreign exchange market. And this is because with an increase in supply, that is a shift right, which increases price level. If you draw the basic supply and demand curve.
Thank you very much. Did any of your fellow seniors in your class provide any helpful information with a
Yes.
concept poster?
We have Mike Minji, who's going to Notre Dame. We'd like to thank him for the help with showing shifts in the short run, Phillips curve, and just the inflation rate and unemployment rate.
That was an awesome job, fellas. Have a great summer. Thank you very
so
much.
Mr. Rustin.